some background on how we got here. Just a little bit of a rabbit hole here. There was a woman that did a video talking about how she was interviewed with a biotech company for a position where they were asking for a master's degree in 3 years experience or a bachelor's degree in 10. She had a bachelor's in 10. They offered her the job. It was $18 an hour, no benefits, no health care, no paid time off, no nothing. And health care is the big thing because you got to take care of your health care then out of pocket. At $18 an hour, you just can't do it anywhere in this country. And then somebody else made some comments in the comment section, and there was a back and forth. And at one point in time, the person who was saying just work hard, go get a second job, instead of just working the $18 an hour job, full time, by the way. He said something to the effect of how he worked 7 days a week for 7 hours to get ahead for 7 years, 7 days a week for 7 years to get ahead, and eventually then started his own company. And I did a video talking about it. That's not a flex. You giving your 7 years of your life to an employer is not a flex. And that's coming from somebody from the Gen X generation who made those mistakes of working all those hours, missing things in my children's life. And then this person comes in and says, instead of working hard, just go on government assistance, ? Why is there no in between? Why is that? Those are the only two options I have. Work 7 days a week for 7 years straight or go on government assistance. Why are those the options that I'm given? I can't work hard at my job, earn a decent living, support my family, but have a work-life balance? I can't dedicate a portion of my life towards the career that I have and another portion of my life towards my family and say, listen, I'm not going to be somebody that doesn't contribute to society, doesn't do anything, and needs government assistance, which is obviously not the case with all people on government assistance, or I'm going to give my life to an employer. Why is there not an in-between? It's one of the problems in this country, in my opinion, is that we think that it's an either-or scenario, right? With everything. Either you support the war or you don't support the troops. No, I can support the troops and not support the war, right? That's just another prime example. But there's an in-between between giving your life to your employer. That guy worked, if we're to believe him, he worked 7 days a week for 7 years straight. That means he didn't have a weekend. He didn't take a vacation. He didn't take a day off to go catch a Cubs game. 7 fucking years of your life given to an employer. For what? I gave hours of my life to my employers. It didn't amount to jack shit. Tom, you got ahead. Yeah, I got ahead. I had a job that paid well and had good benefits. It wasn't worth the time I gave up. It wasn't worth the time I gave up. My wife worked for a company where she was the head honcho, built the facility literally from the ground up, equipped it, staffed it, ran it for 10 years, didn't amount to jack shit. If you get hit by a bus today, your employer will have an ad for your position by tonight. No matter how many hours you give them. So there can be an in-between. You can have a decent career and be successful at what you do, but still enjoy a work-life balance. It doesn't have to be either or.